Well, okay, I wasn't expecting the show to start out with Seth Rollins. Or should I say, wasn't expecting, or maybe I wasn't hoping that the show would start out with Seth Rollins. But here we are, Seth Rollins kicking things off right now. All right, so is it working now? Sorry, guys. It seems like it was a little bit of a glitch where I turn on the mic and turn it on back again. Thank you for pointing that out, letting me know that it was muted. Sorry about that. Once again, great seeing you. We got Broman in the house. We got Matt Prospoke. We got Chris right here. We got Andy. Good to see everybody. Anil is in the house. And of course, Jonathan is right here. Clay is right here. And so is True. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great seeing all of you. How do you like the setup, by the way? I mean, I've changed the camera angle a little bit. Of course, I'm playing with the lighting.
Poor CM Punk, right? Poor CM Punk. You so desperately want to be a victim, Punk. You so desperately want to die a martyr.
All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. A little bit of a hiccup right there, but we're back, and hopefully we're gonna have no more hiccups. And here we are now. We got Braun Breaker actually beating down CM Punk. Interesting. Okay. And CM Punk now fighting back Seth Rollins. Thank you, Jonathan. Much love. Yeah, and Braun Breaker right now taking out CM Punk. And now we got Sami Zayn. Okay, not sure where this is exactly headed. We're not going to get a tag team main event, right? No way we're going to have CM Punk wrestling on Raw. And Braun Breaker right there. Once again, great seeing everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And, wow, look at that. Andy, very unfortunately, you know, it is true. Sabu is not no longer with us. It's terrible. It's crazy. And yesterday I woke up to this news. I think it was shared with me by, I'm not sure, Ricky or Jonathan, somebody, or Andrew. Somebody shared it in DMs, and I opened the DM and I was totally shocked to see it. It's sad. It's very sad. And here we are, by the way. We got Jey Uso as well added into the fray right here. Jey Uso. It is terrible. But of course, we're all sending our thoughts and our prayers to his family, you know, his friends. It's during this terrible time. But he's a legend and will forever be remembered as a legend. That's for sure. You're totally right about that, bro, man. A lot of enemies indeed right here for Seth Rollins, a lot of them. And then Jey Uso, by the way, double duty, because right here he's got CM Punk's back, but later on he's also got some business to go down with Logan Paul. So, yes, this guy Jey Uso also a busy man apparently.
You have to wonder if the architect has more for his game plan.
Yeah, you're right about that. Anil Sabu, special guy, you know, and going back watching his old clips from ECW and stuff is, yeah, his work was extraordinary. It stood out, and you know, this obviously during the past few years, you know, first it was the Iron Sheik and now Sabu, so things were difficult. I was reading. I'm not sure how true or not true it was, but I was reading a post on X by somebody who said that they were friends with Sabu. So they invited him for his wedding, but he didn't have money to come down to the city or the town for the wedding. And he just straight up told them about it. So they arranged an autograph session for him, you know, working with one of their vendors. And that way Sabu was not only able to come down, but he spent an extra day doing autographs. And the next day he attended their wedding. So cool, you know, he was a loved guy, that's for certain. Penta, by the way, coming out right here. We got Matt Pro Smoke here saying, what a kickoff. Yeah, it's a good kickoff. I like it. I usually like it when, you know, the starting segment, it doesn't end up in like the main event or something. I usually like that. And I'm not sure what's going to be the case over here, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting a main event with these guys, or hopefully not. So we'll see. By the way, Penta looking good. I agree with that, Anil. You know, I like the blue gear on Penta. The red on the red just got away a bit too much, but yeah, blue gear, I like it. I like it. We got Jonathan here saying, every time I hear Sabu, I think of the bar. Me too. All the time, brother. You're not alone. Maybe Logan Paul will join Heyman. That will be terrible because, you know, we got Braun Breaker. If Logan Paul joins, I think he's just going to take the spotlight away from Braun Breaker. Like, who's going to be the bigger star, right? Obviously, it's got to be Logan Paul. So he's going to take the spotlight away from Braun Breaker. And then there's going to be competition between himself and Seth Rollins. So I don't think it would make sense. But let's see. You know, you never know. You never know. And here we are, Penta in the ring. By the way, let me know, guys, how is this camera angle, these lights working? I was trying something new today. You know, I thought, let's go all red. We hadn't done this in a while, so I thought, let's go all red for the show tonight. So we've obviously gone all red. And, you know, I'm thinking that maybe I should wear something blue like Penta, so I don't get totally immersed with the background. But let me know, how is this camera angle working? Or do you like the front-facing one better? Let me know. And thank you for that, Matt Pro Spoke. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. That's great to hear.
Penta popping in the
Thank you, True. Really appreciate getting that seal of approval from True. You know, you're doing something right. So thank you. True says it as it is. You know, whenever I'm late for the watch along, which usually is like always the case these days, sadly, the first person that pops up in my head is True. So to get that approval from my brother is always great. Thank you, brother. Thank you, appreciate that. Oh, Jonathan says that he misses the sunglasses. All right, so I guess I'll have to look them up, but I'll put them on. I thought I had them somewhere here. I don't, but I'll put them on. I'll look them up. I'll find them from my treasure trove. We got Nicholas over here saying, happy to say Pat Mack has something over Gunther. He never once tapped out. He passed out, never tapped out. Okay, well, it's cool, I guess, that he never tapped out, that he passed out, never tapped out. But I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm not. I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see Pat McAfee versus Gunther again. Maybe it's just me, though. Maybe it's just me. But I've got nothing for those guys in the ring. That match at Backlash was boring. And I stand by my words. I don't think Backlash was a good pay-per-view. I fell asleep nearly 3 times. You know, the fact that I did not fall asleep, that did not doze off, I probably should get an award for that, but it was not a great pay-per-view. It was not a great pay-per-view. But we got Logan right here saying, hello, Giulia and Roxanne joining Finn with AJ Styles. Well, tonight, Finn Bálor and AJ Styles are going to go one-on-one. Shenanigans are going to happen. I do believe that formation of the Bullet Club at this point in any way, shape, or form would be much better than the Judgment Day right now. The Judgment Day, it's worse than the Titanic, because the Titanic, when it broke, it went down. But for the Judgment Day, it's broken not just in half, but in many, many pieces, and it somehow still stays afloat. It can't move. It is just afloat. I would say it's worse than the Titanic right now. The Judgment Day needs to go. They really need to go. All right, well, as shall receive, we got Pat McAfee getting his own damn entrance right here. Who asked for this? Come on, who asked for this? We got my brother, by the way, Ricky, saying, are you trying this week over Dynamite or SmackDown? Yes, we will be trying. I mean, if you guys like this camera angle, if you like the setup, we could stick with it, we could stick with it. So let me know. Your feedback matters a lot, Ricky, my brother. Once again, great seeing you. We got my brother Jonathan here saying, me neither. Backlash as a whole was awful. And yes, I did fall asleep. That's what I'm talking about. The fact that I did not fall asleep, I don't know if I should be seeking some rewards or some kind of an award or recognition, because I don't know if many people actually stayed awake for that show. That was a terrible show.
Chad Gable's a bit upset, but welcome back, Pat. Hey, it's an honor to be here. I just got done with WWE Medical. They had cleared me to be back in the medical bowl, or in the WWE bowl. I apologize. They asked me a lot of questions on how I felt.
All right, and here we are now, starting off things early with Penta. Now he's got the series of kicks. Chad Gable in trouble. Poor Chad Gable, by the way. You got to feel for this guy. He's got no problem. He's got somewhat of a look-alike running around over here, El Grande Americano. But the guy has got nothing to do with it, but he keeps paying the price for it. You got to feel for him, really. And Penta was going to go for the kick, but oh, El Grande Chad Gable takes down Penta like that. We got Jacob Fatu, which was good. Well, Jacob Fatu was a good match. I agree with that. Now, the U.S. title match was a good match. I agree. But people complained also, if you go to Twitter, if you go to X, if you look up social media, you'll see that many people were not happy with Jeff Cobb being there. People complained that, oh, he shouldn't have been there. What was Jeff Cobb doing there? A lot of people were like, who is that? I've never seen that guy before. Why was he there? So people were not happy with Jeff Cobb being there either. Let me know, how did you feel? I thought it was a cool moment because I expected him to show up. Like, it was all over the dirt sheet. So, yeah, I didn't have a problem with that. I thought the United States Championship match was the best match of the night. I agree with that. We got Broman saying, I definitely lost and passed out mid-show. Brother, I keep it real too, If I feel like I'm going to fall asleep, I will go and I will wash my face and I'll come back. But sometimes the shows are so terrible that even the face washing doesn't work and I do pass out. Like WrestleMania 40, like, come on, it's in the history books. I fell asleep on camera. The only wrestling streamer who keeps it real. And if the show is damn boring, I'll fall asleep. Like, that's how real I keep right here. We got Jonathan Singh. I usually go to bed at 21. Okay. So if I'm awake past that, it's got to be me too. You know what? I was one of those guys who used to stay awake 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I would do an all-nighter, but I don't know if it's age that's hit me hard, but I want to go to bed early as well now. You know, it's I'm with you, Jonathan. I'm with you on that. So totally agree, and here we are. We got Chad Gable trying to rip off Penta's mask. Come on. Come on. This guy's crazy, Chad Gable. We got Jonathan saying, I'm not happy with Drew McIntyre. I know you're not. There's a lot to talk about that as well. I mean, how long can you support somebody who is really doing nothing for you, who's really doing nothing for himself? Drew McIntyre at this point seems like a lost case. I do agree with that. There seems like there's no hope for McIntyre at this point. And we got Andy saying, it was no brain. Jeff Cobb appeared. AG is still my favorite host. I passed it early myself. Me too, Andy. Me too. And you're my favorite too, brother. Much love to you. Thank you. Yes, I need my beauty sleep, says me too. Me too. Yep. Nicholas says, you need a red shirt. I do have a red shirt. I was thinking, should I wear a red shirt or a black shirt or a black coat and a red shirt? I was thinking, but I thought that, you know what, I'm getting really late. It's not a time for fashion tips right now. Let's go in. Let's start the stream. So otherwise, I would have tried, you know, a different few options. But you're right. Next time, I'll be here in like a black coat and a red shirt. I'll do that. Too much red right now, right? I get it. I get it. We got Jonathan saying, Drew McIntyre is breaking my heart. Soon it will be time to find a new wrestler. I get it, brother. I totally get it.
That's why I like El Grande Americano. Now, Chad Gable is mocking Penta a little bit here. He might not have learned his lesson.
I'm interested to see what Gable has learned. His strategy to take on some of the best luchadors in the world. And look at this now. Gable's got a 5 count. Page it to Jerry there as Gable lands on the apron.
Chad Gable taken to the sky here. U.S. Olympian in the back.
Down goes Penta. Cover again by Gable. Penta kicks out.
Now, Penta's in trouble right now. I'm surprised to see that Penta's, he's getting his arse kicked tonight by Chad Gable. I'm surprised because Penta has been on this momentum where he's been incredible in the ring, you know, week in, week out. But tonight, he's showing some vulnerability right here.
Penta had an opportunity to win his first singles championship a couple of times in the past month. Nice move by Gable. Cover yet again. This time a kick out at 2. First time Judgment Day screwed it up for him, and then this past weekend it was El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano hits him in the head.
Absolutely, absolutely, Nicholas. Yep.
Gable said that he would win his first singles championship in 2025. It hasn't happened yet. Or
That's actually funny, Andy. Maybe I should show up in like a white coat and a red shirt next time. I think that'd be better. That would be better. I like that. Lasagna for dinner? Jonathan, where's mine white for dinner, brother? Where's mine white? Come on. I'm kidding. Yeah, bon appetit, have a good time. And here we are now, Chad Gable once again attempting to tear off that mask, but of course not successful in his attempts. Going after the left elbow of Penta right here. Chad Gable punishing this guy right now. He's punishing him.
quite out of this. This is a great strategy here by Gable.
Gable, the Olympic wrestler.
2012 Olympic team.
Trying to ground and pound a little bit. Let me go take away some of Penta's greatest assets. Some of his limbs.
And Chad Gable once again just pulling on his arm. Look at that. Penta really showing a lot of vulnerability right here. I'm not too sure about it, you know. I mean, this is probably the first time I've seen him kind of weak. Good to see Mr. Singh. Welcome, welcome. Great seeing you. And now we got a drone angle right here. Look, every time that Logan Paul's in the building, you know that they're going to be using drones, right? And drone angle right here. I like drone angles too. I mean, I don't have a problem with drones particularly, but I do have a problem with, you know, just the fact that the drones, whenever they switch to the drones, the resolution kind of drops. I don't like that a lot. Thank you, really appreciate that. I really am happy that you guys have liked this new setup today. You know, I thought that, you know, we have these lights that we don't always use, so I thought, let's use them and let's put these to the test. And I'm glad that you guys like it. Thank you.
There's things that Penta can do that nobody else on earth can. It's captivating. It's physical. It's impressive.
Amazing how quickly he's adapted to the WWE.
Hey, David, by the way, great seeing you. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. So saying we got David in the house, and we got, oh dear, come on. A suplex right here from Chad Gable to Penta. Penta goes down, but he does not stay down. He kicks out at 2. We got my brother David saying, I like your Raw set. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate that. Thank you. And Chad Gable now going to the top. All right, let's see how this works out. Don't have a very good feeling about it. I told you, by the way, that was a good code breaker. I'm a sucker for code breakers. You know, there's a few moves that I absolutely go bananas over. Code breaker is one of them. That was not the greatest code breaker I've ever seen. It was good, but not too good. Yeah, I was missing that something. Maybe it was a cell that was not that great, but yeah, maybe it was a cell. Maybe it wasn't sold that well. All right. I see, David. Okay. Well, give him my good wishes, my regards. Much love to you and Ricky always. And Penta now back in control and chop across the chest of Chad Gable. Now Gable with an Irish whip to Penta. Penta, though, I told you something is off right here. Like, it was obvious that he was trying to bounce off the corner, but, you know, I think his foot slipped for a second there or something. But something's off. Penta doesn't seem like the same guy that I saw last week. He's a little bit off tonight. And Gable going for the cover on Penta. Penta kicking out at 2 right here. And now getting Gable down. Penta with a crazy-ass super kick to Gable. Gable down, going for the cover on Chad Gable, but he kicks out at a 2 right here. We got Jonathan, my brother, much love. Let's see. I agree with that. No, I totally agree. Look, TNA has done some very questionable stuff in the past. And they sometimes have no limits, or they used to have no limits. I don't know if hiring Tessa Blanchard is one of them, but they've done some questionable stuff, right? And one of them actually got them banned from Twitch. Like Twitch would get anybody they can, but they banned TNA because they got so out there. They were doing these segments. I believe it was RVD, right? And RVD was doing some segments with these girls that were like too obscene even for Twitch, and they had to ban TNA. So TNA has definitely done some questionable stuff over the years. That's for certain. I mean, look at the stuff that they did with Scarlett Bordeaux and Scott Steiner. I mean, that was crazy. And there's a reason why, you know, Karrion and Scarlett, every time they've made it very clear they'll never go back to TNA. So obviously something was done there. I know, bro, man. That was a good time. We used to stream like every show. I was actually to last night when I was setting up this stream, I was looking back at our old streams, and I was like, wow, I used to do some crazy stuff. Remember when we used to do those streams when I was sitting at the commentary desk with Byron Saxton? Yeah, by the way, Penta with victory. Should I say this is the most disappointing Penta match that I've seen ever since he showed up? Like, I don't know, the action was just very slow paced. Penta was more of a defense than on the offense, but he still got the victory, so good for him. But this was the slowest Penta match, the least exciting Penta match that I've seen ever since he's shown up. I don't know if it was just me or my expectations, but something did not feel as usual with Penta, you know. But yeah, I was looking back at the older streams, like the green screens that I used to make, hours. I used to spend hours working on those green screens. And then you had, you know, the shows that we did, everything from GCW to Joey Janela's shows, to every show, right? AAA, everything we used to do. It was crazy, but it was good times. It was good times. Yeah. All right.
Tonight, the Prodigy and the Beautiful Madness take on the Genius of the Sky and Rhea Ripley. And I think we've made it very, very clear that this division isn't safe anymore.
I'm not laughing at Giulia, I'm laughing at this comment. I mean, I'm smiling at this comment. Jonathan with the comment saying, I miss that green screen with the rain and the lighting. Yeah, that was good, right? Those were good times. Little me sitting in that corner, and there used to rain, and there used to be lighting and all that stuff. Yeah, good times.
Again, about your history because we're here to make our own. You are all looking directly at the future of this industry.
And the future starts tonight.
Two of the hottest up-and-coming stars in this business. Roxanne Perez and Giulia will take on the current women's world champ, the former world champ, IYO SKY and Rhea Ripley. Main event tag action live tonight on Netflix.
All right. So thank you for this nice cup of tea. I've got some tea right here, guys. All right. Very, very nostalgic. Yeah, I know. Maybe I should bring that back one day just for the sake of nostalgia, right? Maybe I should. But be honest, right? I mean, if you feel like there's something missing from this setup or something you'd like to see more or do differently or the lighting or anything, let me know. Be honest with me. So I'll work on that and fix that the next time we're live. So don't hesitate. Always feel free to let me know if you feel like something's off and needs to be corrected. So I really, really appreciate your feedback, but I really even more appreciate criticism. That's positive criticism. So let me know anything, right? Thank you. And we got my brother Matt Pro Smoke asking, what are you drinking? Well, I got some good old tea right here. So chai tea, right? Drinking that. It's the greatest thing that you can drink, especially in the morning, right? When you're like making sure you're not gonna fall asleep. Tea is the greatest, yeah. That's right. That's magic. Tea just appeared from nowhere. Yes. Yeah. That's the magic of love, Jonathan. That's the magic of love, right? And here we are, very grateful for it. Taking a look at the Backlash main event and the RKOs out of nowhere. This is the kind of stuff that makes people forget of how awful the pay-per-view was, right? The pay-per-view was so bad, but most of the people at the end of it were not talking about the pay-per-view. They were talking about the 11 RKOs from Randy Orton. Good for them. Good for the people who you know, I guess who focus on the positives than the negatives. But yeah, the Backlash pay-per-view for me was terrible. And Backlash, I always remembered it for that pay-per-view where John Cena was put through the spotlight. But after this past weekend, every time I think of Backlash, I'll think of how terrible this pay-per-view was, because it was really not a great pay-per-view. Very boring, very boring. We got Broman right here saying, suggestion number 1, your own dancing Nitro Girls. You know what? We would do it, Jonathan. I'm sorry, Broman. We would do it. Of course, Broman would give me a comment like this. We would do it, but let's get to 1 million followers and like 10,000 live viewers, and we would have some digital dancers right here. We'd do that, right? We got Anil saying, tea is better than Prime. You know, I was thinking about it. Actually, since you mentioned Prime, that's funny. I was thinking that maybe I should stack up some Prime bottles here or somewhere over here on my table, so like, you know, there's a connection where people connected to WWE. I was thinking about it, but you're right. You know, tea is better than Prime. I thought let's buy a bunch of Prime bottles and line them up. So, you know, obviously there's a connection with the WWE. But then I thought, if I buy Prime, like I'm never gonna drink, I'm never gonna open that thing. I'm never gonna open it. And what kind of message will I be sending to the people, right? Do I drink Prime? I don't. And I wouldn't drink anything from a YouTuber. I would, even if I come up with a drink tomorrow, don't drink it, guys. Like no YouTuber should be, getting into this business of food and beverage. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
And he was on hand today to present the folks there with a custom-made WWE Louisville Slugger Museum belt. His home to the world.
All right, let's take a look at more comments right here. Andy says, AJ, late July, former Cora Jade will be wrestling her first post-match in Daytona Beach. Okay, good. I heard that Cora Jade also came up with her OnlyFans, so, I mean, what do I say? Do I say I was disappointed in seeing that? I mean, a lot of people were joking that she would be joining OnlyFans, and she did eventually join it like a day later. But I guess they gotta make money, so it's okay.
Good morning, but it's nighttime. Dom, this can't be the first time you heard about Time's Up. Come on, please.
I don't really care, but hey Finn, can I talk to you for a second? Of course. What's up, Dom? So at Backlash, you hesitated a little bit with the chair, and it almost cost me the match. If it wasn't for Grande,
Whoa, easy, partner. You're starting to sound all paranoid, like Damien and Rhea. Remember what they were like when they were champions? All right, look, it didn't go smooth, but everything worked out, and you're still the champion. And besides, tonight, I'm gonna take care of AJ Styles for you.
I know you are.
All right, I'm gonna go get ready.
This is going to be a good match. I mean, there's going to be a lot of drama. I feel there's going to be a lot of drama in here. When Finn Bálor goes to one-on-one against AJ Styles, there has to be drama. And I hope that it somehow ends up being in a reunion of some sorts, long-term reunion between himself and AJ Styles, not a one-night thing. We got my brother True here saying she's got to put those fake boobs to work. You're right about that. We got, yes. So once again, Jonathan, with a reminder, we are now on TikTok. So if you haven't followed us on TikTok already, make sure to do so. Jonathan actually running the show for us right there on TikTok, posting our clips and stuff because I can't access it. So I've asked Jonathan to, and he's been so nice to help us. So thanks, Jonathan, for that once again. But also make sure to follow us on TikTok if you haven't already, guys. And we got Berman asking, what do you call your drink, AJ? So Berman, it's simple tea, like tea. And, it's also called chai in Hindi. But if you go to Starbucks and if you want to order the same drink, you also tell them chai. So chai tea is what they call it as well, surprisingly. But yeah, it's just tea, regular tea. The funny part about the tea is that, you know how tea is so, like, whenever you think of the UK, right, you always think of tea. It's very common there. But the funny part about it is that they got this addiction from India. Like when the Britishers invaded India, when they were settled in India, that's when they discovered tea, and they absolutely got hooked on tea. So they were pretty big on it, and they still are pretty big on it. So this whole addiction and this whole tea in the UK comes from India. Yeah. Yeah, I put it milk as well. Like nowhere in India will you find tea without milk. Like that's impossible. Very rarely are you gonna find people drinking tea or coffee without milk. I know in the U.S., right, when I told my friend about the fact that I drink tea with milk, she absolutely lost it. Like she couldn't believe it. She thought I was joking, and I was like, "What are you talking about? I think you're joking." I mean, there was such confusion because she thought I was joking, and I legit thought that she was joking. But it ended up that neither of us were joking, and she actually drank her tea without milk, and I never had drank my tea without milk. So we were never joking. Neither of us were joking. It's true. It's a true story. We got my brother, by the way, guys. Welcome to the chat. My man, my brother right here. We got Andrew in the house. Welcome, Andrew. Welcome, Nautic. Welcome. Great seeing ya. And, yeah, taking a look back at the Pat McAfee and Gunther match, we actually got a comment over here from my brother, True, who says, I rewatched the Gunther match. It wasn't bad at all. I attempted to watch the pay-per-view after finishing up the stream and, having my breakfast. And I was like, you know what? Let's give it another shot, because it was Sunday morning for me. I thought, okay, let's do it. Let's give it another shot. I couldn't get into it because I think my mind was absolutely like not allowing me to watch it. So I never rewatched it, but I guess I will check it out now. The truth says it was not a bad match. Okay, I'll check it out. We got my brother Andrea saying R.I.P. Sabu, true legend. A true legend will always be remembered that way as a legend. Absolutely, absolutely. We got Pat McAfee now.
Thank you, man. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very cool. I wish I had one of those Louisville sluggers that they make around here to help me out. That's what it felt like, kind of hitting me in the chest there. So everything you saw, my family saw, all my friends saw, and the WWE medical saw. And then when they get their hands on me today to see how I was feeling before they let me back out here, and they asked me how I was doing, I said everything's sore. Okay, my back's sore, my shoulder's sore, my knees are sore, my head's sore, my mind's sore. I got bruises on me still, on my collarbone. I'm bruised up. He hit me so hard in the chest that he...
Oh my God. Cry me a river, Pat McAfee. Can you stop? Like, come on.
And I obviously have
Bro.
massive respect for everybody that steps foot into that ring. I have a lot of respect for going through, even more so now, and I think he has a little bit for us as well, as he showed afterwards. So I appreciated the opportunity, and going through is a bad, bad man, Cole. And, it was an honor to be there.
Pat, thank you again, and why don't we do what we do?
Okay. All right. All right. He went on and on about his soreness. Okay, now we got the New Day coming out right here. And you know the New Day, when they first turned heel, I couldn't care less. I mean, I was like, okay, like another heel turn over here for these two. These two look like jokes right here. This is not going to work out. But the New Day and their heel turn has grown on me. I never thought that I would care about the New Day in 2025, but here we are. I actually started caring about the New Day. I started caring about the New Day before GTA 6. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, the whole music, the Tron, the look, the appearance, the titles, it's grown on me. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. All right, with that being said, we got Jonathan saying that match wasn't bad. It was really bad. Like that, okay. We got Anil saying, since you are a rapper, well, thank you for calling me that. Ricky would not be happy. You could have made a diss track on the Backlash pay-per-view. I did do like two tracks on John Cena, I believe. Yeah, both of them were on Cena, I think. But I tell you what, the feedback that I received, especially from Ricky, was like, AJ, don't do it again, don't do it again. So I retired early as a rapper. I don't know. But I could be back on like popular demand. I mean, why not? You know, but right now I'm retired as a rapper because Ricky was just so ruthless, right? With the comments. I'm kidding. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to do another rap, I mean, why not? Let me get the world's smallest violin out. Yeah, you're right. Pat McAfee went out there and he went on and on. And now we got the Creed brothers, American Made, coming out. Well, you know, Chad Gable got his arse kicked. He couldn't win his match. I don't know why do these guys think that they're going to win theirs. I got no hope. Me too. Me too. You know, Wood's hair and his appearance, it makes me feel like he would probably belong to another profession. Also on camera, but another profession. But yeah, I agree. You know, I mean, I like his hair as well. Yeah.
Well, neither of those outfits we could wear. For certain.
So I presume Roman Reigns has no interest in Rollins and CM Punk. Well, I guess he's more interested in taking time off than going after these two. So, yeah, definitely. It's him and Cody both. Like, both of them just are enjoying their time off right now. So that's about it. And now we got the Raiders coming out. You know what, I don't even like using their name right now because the War Raiders, there's so much war going on across the globe. I don't know, their name at this point, I feel like if I put their name on like a YouTube description or you know, title, is probably gonna get flagged because there's so much stuff going on right now, especially this part of the world. But yeah, interesting name for 2025, really. But the Raiders, I'll just call them the Raiders. The Raiders are right here.
I can watch that back. I make time for things I need to make time for.
Multiple times a day.
You agree that day?
So, guys, how do you like the idea of Saturday night's main event? I mean, it's not a PLE, but it's sort of a PLE. And we're now going to be getting Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. And obviously that... wait a second.
Tonight's main event on NBC a week from Saturday. Seth Rollins and
Interesting.
will team up against CM Punk.
I told you this match was too big for a Raw main event, so obviously it's taking place on Saturday night's main event. We got a tag team match. We got CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Okay.
Me and you. You good? We're gonna do this? I'm good, but I'm not. You know, I'm having a hard time trusting anybody right now. Alright. Fair enough. I can understand that because I had a hard time trusting you when you teamed with us at War Games. But I did, and you know what? That worked out pretty well for us. Yeah. Look, man, I'm not stupid. I know. You like to do things your way. You got your goals, you got your ambitions. I'm not that different.
You like to do things.
Yeah, I like to do things my way. I have my trust me, I have my ambitions. But the truth is,
Does he really have ambitions? That's the first time I heard that. When was the last time this guy tried to become champion? Does he really have ambitions? I don't know.
On NBC.
Okay, anyways. All right, my brother Randy says, I love the original. Me too, brother. I mean, that's what they're trying to cash in on now, right, with that name. You can't be the original. You're right about that. We got Jonathan says, that's another snooze fest. Now, that's big words right there, brother. But let's see. I got my hopes high for Saturday night main event. I like the vibe of it. I like the name of it. I like the theme. Now we got a tag team match. And now we also know that Logan Paul is going to be fighting Jey Uso for that championship at SNME. So let's see what's going to be going down there. I don't think that Logan Paul is going to walk out champion, but still the match should be good, and it's got me a little bit intrigued. It's got my curiosity, so let's see. I think it should be a good match. I think, if anything, that match is going to put Jey Uso's ability as a wrestler to the test, because Jey Uso is obviously known as a high flyer. He's known as the guy who can, do stuff. But Logan Paul is also a high flyer. He's also pretty good in the ring, so this is going to be an interesting mix-up right here, so we'll see. We'll see how this all works out. But here we are now with the Raiders actually kicking off this match by kicking some American-made arse, right? The War Raiders here dominating. Oh dear. And Eric was going to go for the clothesline, and he does it. Elbow strike right here. And now we got Creed.
Oh my God! There's a crack in the foundation right there. That's why we want to give them an opportunity. You understand that? I wish I could. That's why we want to give them an opportunity.
I realize the Creed brothers are multi-time NCAA collegiate wrestling champions, correct? Former NXT.
So you say it would be easy to beat them than the War Raiders?
I didn't say that.
I said we want the best competition. Look at these guys. Look what they're doing to the War Raiders right now.
The War Raiders, former NXT tag champions, former WWE tag team champions. They've helped tag team gold around the world on pretty much every continent. But we beat them. So we want to make sure we are creating opportunities for this younger generation.
Way to look out. You see that? That's all we're trying to do. That's all we're trying to do. So this isn't because you guys don't want to wrestle anybody. It's because you want other people to wrestle more to earn their stripes. They see who the best is, just like we did.
Gotta earn it. Look at that. The D1 wrestling ability coming into play there.
A double team by the Creed brothers.
That's all these guys need is a chance, man. That's all we're trying to do, provide them with the opportunity. If that's so bad,
I do have to admit, I like their outfits. I could never pull it off. Unbuttoned shirt thing.
Well, you should never have your shirt unbuttoned.
fresh Air Forces here on you and Xavier Woods, and then you have Kelly Crocs. What's going on with these Raiders?
There's so much to talk about, by the way. I mean,
Looks like a
Those
Bigfoot
aren't
mold.
stinkers, I don't think. I don't think those are still on there.
Bigfoot mold.
A foot you can never feel, Mike.
Or the Hulk. You being a punter. Oh, hold on, man.
Deep shot.
What are they saying?
We're doing commentary.
We're out here just trying to promote the match.
And look, now Giulia slides into Brutus, and wait a minute, nobody there.
poor guy Giulia sent to the outside, and Eric was trying to tag in Ivar, but Ivar already down. So Eric here all by himself, but I think he's going to be just fine. And now looking to go for a big-ass dive, but Giulia is right there with an elbow strike to Eric. And Eric, I guess he's out of it right now. And it seems like he's got to go for a... is he going to suplex him? Oh, poor guy. Eric just gets suplexed right there out on the outside. And the Creed brothers celebrating early. I don't get it. Now, when the champions start cheering on a team in a #1 contenders match, I feel like you're kinda like making that team look weak because only, I mean, I guess as a champion, you would want the weaker team to win so that you have a higher chance of winning. So I don't get the idea of the Kofi and Xavier here cheering on the Creed brothers. I don't get the idea a lot, but okay.
And the Warrior. It's not up to us like Kofi said. And also, why would winning one match mean you get a shot at what we have, the greatest tag team in the world?
If the War Raiders win this movie too, they knocked off the Judgment Day a couple weeks ago.
And we had to fight all these people. You understand that? They don't want us to be here. No. Going against.
Well, why can't they be looking the way you treat them?
Yeah, you guys have said some terrible things about these people.
Because they said terrible things about us.
They led with the energy and we just returned it, and all of a sudden that's a problem. Why? Why? Can't answer that. It's valid.
Exactly.
They're being negative towards you guys because what you think they do that.
Exactly.
Well, negativity breeds negativity. All we did with Big E was just have a conversation with them. We didn't put hands on them. And we keep re-emphasizing this. People didn't like what we said, but it was true. It was harsh, but it was true. It was harsh, but it was fair.
It's 2025, so we can't have tough conversations now.
Xavier, by the way, is saying it's 2025, so we can't have tough conversations now. Xavier, you've been doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing since 2015. What can I say about that? But we got, oh dear, clothesline right here to Eric. Eric goes down one more time, going for the cover, and a kick out right here. Julius has got to do more than that. He's got to do more than that. Saturday, June 7th. Now, this is interesting because I was hoping, I think the correct word to use here would be hoping, not expecting. But I was hoping that Cena would fight Punk at Money in the Bank. But the way that this is going right now, and Punk is apparently going to be that stupid tag team match at SNME, and now he's paired up with Sami Zayn, I don't know if there's a way that Punk can fight Cena at Money in the Bank. That would make no sense. They don't have enough time to build that up. And I don't even know when Cena's going to appear next, so it doesn't look like we're going to get CM Punk versus Cena at Money in the Bank. It doesn't look like it at all, which I feel is a missed opportunity considering the history, considering Money in the Bank 2011 and whatnot. I thought it was a great idea, but I guess not. All right, Brutus, just drinking it all in right now. Brutus right here. And now he's grabbed Eric. Eric goes for a big-ass elbow strike right here. Brutus in trouble, goes down, trying to make the tag to Julius. Now we got Ivar on the outside. He is feeling it. Yeah, he wants to be tagged in. We got Eric trying to make his way over. He does it. Ivar has been tagged in right here, and he goes after, oh my God, Julius. Toss down. I guess we're back on TV as well with the commercial, yeah. After the commercial, and now we got Ivar looking for the Irish whip to Julius. Julius reverses it, sends Ivar over to the corner, and Ivar once again squashing him right there, taking him down, and a cartwheel from Ivar, spinning kick to Brutus, and Brutus goes down as well. Wow, look at that. Okay, Ivar's feeling it, running over and squashing Julius right there in that corner. Holy crap.
Oh, but is this the Doom salt? That is incredible.
I don't know why you're making fun of a guy who weighs 330 and moves like he
330.
weighs 200.
Nimble, like a ninja. Ivar, speaking of, hold on, that's athleticism right there. That's athleticism right there.
All right, now Julius gets in on top right there. Superplex to Ivar. That's crazy. And Brutus with a moonsault right here as well, going for the cover. When was the tag even made? I probably missed that. But I never saw Julius tagging in Brutus. Now when was that tag even made?
This is why when Eric was out, he went on a tear.
Never saw that, but okay. They can figure out how to book Punk versus Cena if they really want to do it. Yeah, I mean, but Money in the Bank is like less than a month away now. I thought it was like late in June or July, but it's happening June 7th, and now we got 13th May right here. They really have like 2 weeks to book it because this week's Raw is already done for. So they only got 2 Raws before Money in the Bank. It's crazy. It's so right around the corner. It's crazy. Wow. By the way, guys, if you haven't hit the like button yet, make sure to do so. That helps us reach more people. So, yeah, hit the like If you haven't, thank you. And now Eric going for the cover on Giulia's. Brutus with the... breaks it out. Brutus as well takes out Ivar. And now Eric with an elbow strike takes on Brutus. Drop kick from Giulia's. And Eric goes down. Why are Xavier and Kofi cheering on the American Made? It makes no sense to me.
Who would you rather face? The best. Face the best. I don't know how many times you got to tell you that, Mike. We don't know who the best is going to be because you have to earn it. Why do you want us to just give people title shots, Michael? It ain't Christmas, bro. Like, again, we don't suck. We're literally the champions.
Facts. Ivar and Brutus now legal.
Lying, bro. It's like they lied to you, Pop.
And look at Brutus Creed.
The strength of this fresh, young tag team wrestling. They won it, man. That's the kind of hunger that you look
Man, Kofi cracks me up as a heel. Like, the way he talks is funny. All right. Oh, the Ivar carried up by the American Made, and they take him down hard. There you go. This is gonna be it. Julius goes for the cover, but Eric comes in here, breaking up the cover last second, and the match continues. Wow. Beautiful elbow strike now from Eric, taking out Brutus ringside. And Ivar. Is the New Day really gonna cost the Raiders their match? That's crazy. No way. No way. Kofi with a cheap shot to Ivar. The referee was distracted clearly. So the New Day is gonna hand the victory over to the Creed brothers? Really? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, you're kind of making them look weak. Nothing else. You're making them look weak. Oh, come on. Brutus not going for the cover on Ivar. It's a 1. It's a 2. That's crazy. Come on. Well, the War Raiders definitely deserve to win the match, but the New Day, screw the New Day, you know, screw them. Come on. Totally uncalled for. Totally uncalled for.
You have to wonder, will they get a future tag team championship opportunity?
They probably feel like they got one up on us out there. They probably feel like they got us back against the wall.
Why are they upset about getting a match at Saturday Night Main Event? Come on, this is your job, right? You gotta kick some ass. Come on, Braun Breaker. What is that frowning face all about? Look at Paul Heyman in the back, though.
They have no idea what I am capable of.
Well, okay.
Braun, I got one more thing I'd like you to do tonight before you take off. Have some fun.
Seth Rollins, he whispered something into Braun Breaker's ear. There's something else that he wants Braun to do before the night's over, and I guess that's something that we'll have to find out eventually. Okay. Things are about to kick off right here, guys, because Jey Uso. Yeah. I like that. I like that already. So Jey Uso is going to be doing something right here. He's going to be having a segment with Logan Paul. This should be good. This should be good. Hell, I guess things will pick up now that Jey Uso's here.
Louisville, Kentucky. It has been an absolute honor to be here with you tonight. I appreciate you all so much. I had a chance to come to this city when I was in college. Our West Virginia versus Louisville Cardinals matchups were must-watch, must-see. You guys were always absolutely spectacular. The Louisville Slugger has changed the world. The Kentucky Derby is must-watch every single year. And tonight, you all have been blowing the roof off this place since jump. We can't thank you enough for spending your Monday night with us. I just got done fighting a big bastard from Austria. He's incredibly tough. He's incredibly strong. There's a reason he was the world champion. It was my honor to step in there. But the only reason I was doing it was for the good of my friends.
Gotta wonder if Gunther shows up tonight, right? Gotta wonder. Michael Cole, by the way. Look at that. Starting the chants for Michael Cole, and the audience, the arena, obviously cheering on good old Michael Cole. Look at that.
Sometimes you gotta stand up for what's right, especially when it's for a go. Michael Cole's been doing this for 28 years. He's only missed 3 shows, and that's because this is the greatest business on earth with the greatest fans on earth, and we are lucky that we get to do this.
Is it true that he's only missed 3 shows? That's spectacular. Never even realized it. I guess we were taking Michael for granted all along. I mean, he's only missed 3 shows in 20 years. If that's real, that's a feat. You know, not to laugh at. That's incredible. And now we got Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. This is interesting.
In the room, you mean your mum?
Gatty looks great.
Last week was my fault. I was trying to be a good mate, giving you a marquee match, but maybe the surprise was too big. I'm sorry.
No. I can beat Sheamus. I just need more time to prepare, not a surprise, Grayson.
I agree. So that's why I talked to Piercy. And then,
No, we know. You talked to Pierce, you got me a rematch. But that's because you're a nice guy, right? But I'm a nice guy too. So I talked to Adam Pierce in the match that you were supposed to have. Well, guess what? Next week, Grayson Waller versus Sheamus.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, that segment was cut off pretty abruptly. I did not like that. That segment was cut off so abruptly. That was interesting. Okay. Did not even get to see Grayson Waller's reaction completely. But it seems like next week we're going to get Waller versus Sheamus. So it's a slow build towards the A-Town Down Under breaking up. But it's obviously a very, very slow build. Let's see how important or even, I guess, notable this is going to be, because the way that they're building it up, they're trying, I guess, to get our interest, but they're not fully sold on it themselves. That's why they get barely 5 minutes matches, or, you know, barely 1 minute of a segment. So, but they're trying to insert them in. Let's see. I like both of them. Austin Theory, I didn't like him at first, but he's kind of grown on me. I think he's working hard. You can tell by his physique that he's gotten better. And as far as Grayson Waller is concerned, I've always liked the guy. He's charismatic. He's good on the microphone, great on the microphone. He's funny as well. Like, not many people can make me laugh, but that guy is funny. I'll tell you that. So I want to see Grayson Waller rise to the top. You know, I think that he's got potential, unlike somebody like Matt Riddle. Grayson Waller deserves a shot, and I hope that he gets it. I hope he gets it. But with that being said, guys, coming up next is going to be Logan Paul and Jey Uso, the segment that I guess a lot of us were waiting for tonight. Pat will turn on Cole eventually. Well, whenever that happens, it's going to be interesting. I wonder if it's going to lead to a WrestleMania match like Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole. That was terrible. But okay. Let's see how this segment is going to be. We got Andy saying Roxanne and Giulia should get the win tonight. It won't make sense for them to lose. I agree. They're fresh on the boat. They need victories. They're very, very fresh. If you want to make them notable, if you want to make them relevant, give them some victories. And here we are now, guys. Hell yeah. That's right. You better get these out of the way. Yeah, 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 yeah. All of us. We got Jey Uso in the house. Yeet, 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 yeet.
Who you feel? You get it? I like it. Jey Uso celebrating with the WWE fans hand pie.
Hell yeah. Jey Uso getting that love from the fans. Man, this is great. I'll tell you what, I like having the title around his waist. Hell yeah, he even picks up the kid. Isn't that great? Yeet. One hand yeet right here from Jey Uso. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's right, Andy. Yeet with me. Brother. Andy, I hope you've been doing well, brother. I hope you've been doing well. Always great seeing you. Always fantastic talking to you. Much love. And Jey Uso. It's quite a workout. I'll tell you what, I did it with one arm. Yeah, quite a workout. Should have done with both, right?
So proud to be champion. Taking on all comers as we saw last week.
When he won the Rumble, I wasn't totally sure. I was a little bit skeptical, but you know what? I think he's entertaining. And he's more entertaining so far. He's not defending his title even once, so, you know, I'm probably a little too early to say this, but so far, I like his title reign better than Gunther's. Gunther's title reign was so bland. It was like his Intercontinental Championship title reign, but worse, you know. I mean, with the IC title, at least he made that title relevant, because the IC title was not relevant, so he made it relevant, and I appreciated and admired him for that. But the world title run was terrible, because he took the world title, which is an important title, but he never made anything out of it, I guess. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. True, you're right. He did defend it like the go home show for Backlash, right? Yeah, you're right about that. Thanks for correcting me. The drone shot for Jey Uso. They let the fans have fun with his entrance, right? They let them have fun. Like, this has got to be the longest entrance for any superstar on Raw tonight. Yeah. All right, Jey Uso right here. I like the glasses now, right? You know, the blue looked cheap, but the golden and the black, much better. Oh gosh, that's crazy. So he did the whole entrance, like 5-minute entrance, but the fans now cheering one more time. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's got to do it again. That's crazy. Oh dear. Well, I guess we got to join in. Yeet, 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 yeet. You got to love it. You got to love it. He keeps it real, Jey Uso. He keeps it real.
The universe is champ.
That's awesome.
I said the World Heavyweight Champion, main event, Jey Uso, is now in your... Got a lot going on. Big target on my big back. So let me get something off my big chest. Hey, Logan Paul. You're talking out the side of your neck, Goose. Saying I'm not championship material. Say I got a glass jaw. He keep on ducking me. Keep on sneaking me. But look though, at Saturday Night Main Event,
That's right, Andy. You know, you took the words out of my mouth right there. I was about to say that the yeet is the new what, but yeah, definitely not the same. But that's what it is at this point right now, right? The yeet is the new what.
Carl Shocker, the arena shaker. I promise you this. After that Saturday night, I still will be your world.
All right. Wait a sec, Gunther? I wasn't expecting this guy to come out. Okay. I wasn't expecting Gunther to come out here. Oh, it seems like he isn't done with Jey Uso. I tell you what, Gunther looks much better without that title around his waist. With that title, I mean, he just looked boring. I wanted to yawn. But without that title and the casual attire, much better. Much better. He looks like a regular Austrian now, you know? Andy, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. But I do like seeing him in, like, regular clothes, not like the ring general, you know, jacket. That blazer makes no sense now that he doesn't have the Imperium with him. Coming out in that outfit, like as the ring general, it makes no sense. Fans chanting, "You tapped out." That's gonna be annoying him a lot right now.
Unimaginable came true.
The unimaginable came true. That's funny.
Jey Uso, World Heavyweight Champion.
And already a much better champion than Gunther ever was. That's true.
It's the first time since that moment that we meet again. You mean a moment where I made you tap out?
That's funny. That's funny. The "you tapped out" chance. He's pissed off right now.
You know, Jay, I understand what you're doing here because I know what it's like to be a champion. 80% of my time in that company, I've been a champion, so I understand. I understand there's a lot of pressure on you. But just because I understand doesn't mean my opinion of you changed. I can feel this position is not natural to you. Because unlike me, you are not a natural champion.
Oh, come on. Come on. Did he say that to my boy Jey Uso right now? Come on.
Your mouth a lot. I'm actually quite surprised that you haven't spread the news yet.
A rematch?
So let that pleasure be mine.
No way. No way.
As Adam Pearce told you before you walked down here, the winner out of you and Logan will have the honor to hand over the World Heavyweight Championship to its rightful owner, me.
I hate this. The worst world heavyweight champion in the past decade. Come on.
On June 9th in Phoenix, Arizona, I will challenge the winner out of you and Logan for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Come on. You're right, Andy. He is entitled to a championship rematch. It's true.
And Jay, I really do hope it's you. Because I would love nothing more than to shut you and all those people up for good.
Come on, Logan. Come out now.
I would love nothing more.
Yeah, Logan Paul needs to come out right now and shut this guy up. Come on.
And remind you
is at the top.
It's my place. I run this place. With this on my arm, I'ma handle the YouTuber. And then me in the ring take
I like how he calls Logan Paul the YouTuber all the time. It's funny.
same way I walked out of WrestleMania. World Heavyweight Champion. 4 letters. 1 word.
That's right. Well, okay, interesting. So we're not going to get Logan Paul tonight? Interesting.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because Uso has to go through Logan Paul a week from Saturday. That's Saturday night's main event. Because the winner of that match.
Yeah, I am intrigued. They did advertise Logan Paul, Jey Uso's segment tonight, but no Logan Paul here tonight is interesting. Very interesting. Okay, but once we're done with this one right here, May 24th, that's going to be a week from Saturday, we're going to be getting either Logan Paul or Uso versus Gunther at Money in the Bank. So that's what's going to be happening.
In Phoenix, Arizona.
Man, Jey Uso's entrance was longer than the whole segment, I'll tell you that. But also, I've got to say, I've got to acknowledge the fact that tonight Gunther on the microphone was much better than Gunther as champion on the microphone. Tonight, his outfit, everything else, it clicked. It was pretty good. I liked it. And, you know, I hope he keeps it up because tonight he just felt more, I would say, relatable. Not relatable. Maybe laid back would be a better way to put it. He feel a little more chill, a little more laid back. And, yeah, he was cool. Tonight I liked Gunther, actually. I liked him tonight. Yeah, sure. It was good. All right. As champion, as world champion, he always came across to me as very stiff, very robotic. His promos didn't hit the same. I didn't like Gunther at all as when he was champion. But tonight, pretty good. I liked it. Anyways, with that being said, IYO SKY segment right here.
Gentlemen, our main event tonight, the current women's world champion, IYO SKY, keeps with the former world champion, Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Got 2 women.
All right. I'll keep an open mind. I was hoping this wouldn't be the main event, but this is the main event. IYO SKY Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne and Giulia. I'm not thrilled about this main event, I'll tell you that, but okay, let's see. Let's see.
Gentlemen, the wrestling world lost a trailblazer over the weekend. ECW superstar Sabu. He was a hardcore extraordinaire. He passed away at the age of 60. A 2-time ECW world champion who had a legendary rivalry with a friend of mine named Taz.
I was incredibly lucky to grow up during the era of ECW. Obviously, we all had our own trampoline wrestling associations around the country, and we all followed the way of the ECW superstars. And what Sabu did every time he performed was put his life on the line for everybody's entertainment. We are forever grateful for his service to this industry.
We all remember Sabu tonight. Send our condolences to his family and friends.
Sad, right? Sad. God bless Sabu, his family. Thinking of and praying for them during this time. Sabu, what a legend. What a legend. God bless. All right. Andy here says the women deserve to close out the show. Well, yep. Let's see. Let's see how this turns out to be. I hope that Roxanne doesn't get screwed over again like she did the past week. Let's see.
Legendary, and just glad we got the chance to experience that man in action over the years.
God bless. All right.
Thank you, Sabu Chance here in Louisville, reigning through the entire WWE universe for sure.
Been quite the night here on Monday Night Raw. We were graced by the presence of the tag team champions, The New Day, who, well, really had to sort of set up this match between the War Raiders and the Creed brothers of American Made. We've said it all along, the New Day, I believe, is running from the War Raiders. And it, well, showed tonight because the New Day would distract them, allowing the Creed brothers to capitalize.
It did feel as if the New Day wanted the Creed brothers to get the dub. They said they're just looking for the best competition to compete for their tag titles, and American-made Creed brothers took advantage of the distraction for certain.
Yeah, it was Ivar in deep, deep trouble as Brutus would climb to the top rope, and this is classic Creed brothers here, the Brutus ball. And the question now becomes, who gets the next opportunity to tag champs? You think it should be the Creed brothers, or should it be the War Raiders?
Well, if you're the Creed brothers, you certainly wonder when you're getting your shot at the titles, and I think that was potentially what they were talking about immediately afterwards. Those two have all the talent in the world.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. If you're the New Day, who do you want to face? I mean, the War Raiders are former...
That's what I was thinking. Like, if you're the New Day, why would you want the Creed brothers to win? Because they also are a pretty solid tag team, right? So if the New Day tries to get behind the Creed brothers and tries to get them the W over the War Raiders, does that mean that they see the Creed brothers as an easier target, as an easier challenge than the War Raiders? That's the question that I had in my mind. But here we are now with the War Raiders talking to Adam Pearce.
You know what's actually not fair is the way that we've been treated over the past 6 months. We didn't cry about it. We rose above it. We rose above it. We found a way to the tag team champions again.
So if you want a shot at our tag team titles, you can take your license next 2 years and get to the back of the line.
All the way to the back. Guys, look.
As much as I don't like it, and I know you don't like it, you saw it in the referee's decision is final. The Creeds get the title match.
That's it. Fine. It's our free blood. This is fine. You guys are a pain in mine. You want to keep sticking your nose in Raiders business?
Well, now I'm sticking the Raiders in yours because it's a triple threat.
I like it. A triple threat tag team match for the championships. I like that a lot. Hell yeah. I like that. Okay, Adam Pearce, one good decisions tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, WWE is coming to LA on Saturday, June 7th with Worlds Collide at Kia Forum and Money in the Bank at Intuit Dome. Individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
This is going to be a great event. I mean, June 7th is going to be a great day in wrestling because first you got Worlds Collide, which is going to be a historic event, and then you got Money in the Bank later on. So June 7th is going to be popping. Now we are here with Ludwig Kaiser.
Breaker. I mean, you were a top contender for the Intercontinental Championship, but we're almost halfway through 2025, and it feels like we haven't seen you in competition all that much. So I guess my question, Ludwig, maybe another time.
Oh dear, Braun Breaker with the dirty job that he was assigned to do by Seth Rollins. Come on, Jey Uso has got so many enemies. Gunther, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman. This guy. They call him the underdog, but hey, he's got a lot of enemies. He's got a lot of them. That's crazy. Sami Zayn, CM Punk checking on Jey Uso. All right, well, this is what's going to be going down at Saturday Night Main Event. This is what it's all about. We got CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. They're going to be equaling the score. They're going to be avenging the attack on Jey Uso. And then we got Uso versus Logan Paul. But nothing is going to make me forget the fact that Logan Paul was apparently supposed to be here tonight, but he's not actually here tonight. That's something. And here we are now with Finn Bálor coming out. Man, I hope that this match ends up in something crazy and we get a union between Bálor and Styles. I really hope so. But this is going to be a good match. I hope so, Logan. I really hope so. I really, really hope so. This is going to be great. Finn Bálor is here. I'm hoping that Finn Bálor and Styles, they bring back the Bullet Club in some way, shape, or form. I really hope so. Come on, Bálor. Tonight is the night. You got to do something, brother.
Even insulted by the fact that he had to clean up Dominic's problems, and then he said, I'm just kidding with you, kid. I'll help you do it.
The Judgment Day operate in strange ways, and JD McDonough and Carlito are out here, obviously, with Finn Bálor.
Is it odd that the Intercontinental Champion Dominic's not out here?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was alluding to. Where's Dom?
All right. Pat McAfee and Michael Cole point out the fact that Dominic's not here ringside for Finn Bálor. It's true. Great work with the time zones. That's funny.
Where's Dom?
The commentators asking JD McDonough and Carlito, where's Dom? But obviously they get no response. They got no reply from them. And now we got the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, coming out right now. That's right. Welcome back, Styles. Welcome. Always so good to see him, right? AJ Styles is here. Come on, do the right thing. Bring back the Bullet Club. In some way, shape, or form. Like, do the right thing, guys.
In WWE back in October 2017 at the TLC Premium Live event, these two former leaders of the Bullet Club go one-on-one again here tonight.
Obviously, global superstars here, the best of the best, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, working on Raw against Finn Bálor.
You know, there's been a lot of rumblings back in the locker room area that Finn Bálor is extremely bitter and jealous over the fact that Dominic Mysterio is the current Intercontinental Champion, that Dominic pinned him at WrestleMania with a fatal four-way, but that Finn Bálor is just putting on a, well, nice face at this point in time.
You can certainly see how Finn might be jealous of Dom. He's also kind of taking on a leadership role.
We got Andy saying, love seeing AJ Styles multiple times when he was in TNA. NWA TNA wrestling in Orlando. I like that. Yeah, that's great, brother. Must have been so good to see him live in action, right? And up and close, too. That's awesome. That's great. But AJ Styles is a great guy, you know. I mean, the only thing that I've heard about him is great stuff. He's a good guy. Good family man right here, AJ Styles. It's great. And here we are now. AJ Styles trying to get away from Finn Bálor, but Finn Bálor holding on to his arm. His left arm right now being twisted by Bálor, but AJ Styles kicks himself up. There you go. And now going after Finn Bálor's arm right here. Finn Bálor's left arm now in trouble at AJ Styles. Applying some pressure. Finn Bálor trying to get away, trying to free his arm as Finn Bálor. Look at that, struggling over here. Now AJ Styles has him in a headlock. Finn Bálor rolls him over. And now he's got the headlock applied on AJ Styles. The tables have kind of turned over here.
Half a century of experience right now in the ring on Monday Night Raw.
I think AJ Styles may be making a play for the Intercontinental title.
As he should.
AJ's won it once in his career.
Look at that drop kick right here from AJ Styles to Finn Bálor. Finn Bálor rolling out to the outside of the barricade as AJ Styles showing off in the ring right now. Interesting.
Finn Bálor probably wants a shot at that Intercontinental title as well, deep down.
I'm sure he does. What Dominic thinks about that.
Two goats battling on Monday Night Raw in Louisville.
Come on. Finn Bálor, AJ Styles, this needs to be a thing again. Like, they cannot fight each other. They got to be together. We got Andy saying, so was Chris Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. Yep. Yeah, definitely. They're both great. They're both great. You know, the one guy that I kind of feel for him because he never got, I believe, an opportunity is Trey McGill. Really talented star, really talented wrestler. Good guy as well. But obviously he's been with TNA for far too long. I feel like he's very talented. He should be out there. He should be wrestling more. Maybe one day for the WWE as well. But he's always been in TNA. I'm not sure if it's his personal preference, but I would like to see him branch out, grow out, and do some more stuff mainstream as well. Trey McGill is great. And here we are now. Once again,
Dom really missing his girlfriend as well. Liv Morgan has been out filming a movie. Due back soon, from what we understand.
Congrats to her, obviously.
Michael Cole says that Dominic obviously misses his girlfriend, Liv Morgan, who will be back soon. So we know, according to a dirt sheet report, that the filming is supposed to be wrapping up sometime this week. So it was between the 10th and I believe the 17th of May, if I'm not wrong, or the 18th. So it's about to, wrap up, and she should be back soon. She should be back soon. Yeah.
Snap here, arm drag, AJ Styles in top.
AJ earlier today, and he said he's still having fun. Still loves coming out here and competing every night. Says he still has a championship runs in his future.
I mean, it has to be great to be great. And that's what AJ Styles is. It has been sunset flip.
And there's Bálor. That's classic Bálor there. That roll through to the basement drop kick cover now. Styles quickly gets the shoulder up.
Finn Bálor knows exactly how to control his momentum. A basement drop kick there, roll through. Thing of beauty. That's why he's been a world champion before. Not loving the fact that Dominic Mysterio is maybe boss him around a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Dominic has seemed to get a bit bossy as of late.
I feel like he thinks Judgment Day needs a leader. Somebody needs at least point everybody in the right direction. Why not the Intercontinental Champion? And Finn Bálor has not loved that.
The one thing I have noticed is Dom has been a bit more mouthy since Liv hasn't been around.
He's probably speaking for two now. He's always in constant communication.
All right, now AJ Styles in the corner getting beat up by Finn Bálor. Finn Bálor with a shot to the gut and a shot to the head. Finn Bálor dominating. I'm surprised.
Finn Bálor taking advantage and taking control of this matchup here against AJ Styles. Bálor is, I guess you could call it doing Dirty Dom's dirty work because Dominic has to take care of the AJ Styles problem for him tonight.
Absolutely. And he didn't think that was too sweet to get
Oh!
around by Dominic Mysterio as AJ Styles with a backbreaker.
Knee to the spine by Styles.
Bálor obviously has the numbers game, but inside the ring, one-on-one with a phenomenal one.
All right, AJ's got to go for the cover on Finn, but Finn kicking out at a 1. So obviously a lot of work to do here. So far, this match has been like okay, like nothing crazy yet. Obviously, it's been all right, but hopefully things are gonna pick up soon. Let's see. Body slam right here from AJ Styles to Finn Bálor. Finn Bálor down at the center of the ring. AJ Styles with a leg. Knee drop right there to the face, and Finn Bálor gets a real quick in that corner right now, and now a kick to AJ Styles right in the gut, followed by a punch to the ribs and a chop to the chest. AJ Styles though, not gonna give Finn Bálor a chance. We got a punch to the face, a chop to the chest, another chop right here from AJ Styles to Finn Bálor, and a third one in a row. And Finn Bálor gets AJ Styles up and sends him to the ropes. AJ Styles now in a little bit of trouble, as we can see.
Get a chance to breathe. Tonight's main event is going to be spectacular.
Coming up in a matter of minutes, Rhea and IYO together as a team against Roxanne and Giulia. Man, what a future for those two women.
Absolutely. Already main event Raw as Finn Bálor's trying to stomp a hole in the Phenomenal One's face.
In the face of our official tonight, Sean Bennett.
Greatest officials in all of professional sport to trying to maintain some.
Michael Cole also, naming the referee Sean Bennett. Unheard of. This stuff like this was unheard of during the Vince McMahon days. You'd never hear the name of the referees being called out, the referee being acknowledged. You'd never hear that. Never, ever. So, obviously, this is a pretty cool move now that Vince McMahon is not around, in the WWE. It's good to see that the referees get acknowledged. It's good to see that. Definitely. And especially the referees who've been here so long, for years and years, they deserve to be acknowledged. So it's great.
Enjoying it all. AJ Styles going through it.
Yeah, mocking Styles and AJ trying to fight out.
Oh, a knee, or an elbow to the knee.
Louisville fans trying to get AJ back into this. Styles now with a hip toss. And a clothesline, and here comes Styles. AJ trying to pick
And AJ Styles now.
that flying, sliding forearm.
Sliding forearm to Finn Bálor. Finn Bálor in the corner once again, and AJ Styles squashing him right there, getting him up on his shoulder. And Finn Bálor. Crazy-ass neck breaker from Styles to Finn Bálor. Finn Bálor down. If Styles goes for the cover, a kick out. How long has it been since we've been watching this show, by the way? So about an hour and 40 minutes. Okay. It's been an okay show. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with the show itself. Nothing bad or boring, but not popping. It's not popping, you know? It's a decent show at the very best tonight. And now we got Finn Bálor trying to get up to his feet and rolling up AJ Styles for the cover and a kick out right here. 2.5. We got AJ Styles going to go for the clothesline, but Finn Bálor with a nice dodge. Looking for the neck breaker. Styles gets out. Kick to the temple. Kick to the top of the head right here to Finn Bálor. And now an elbow strike and a few series of strikes right here from Styles. A double clothesline. Both of them going down right there. Early 90s referees were named in WWF, WCW names. Dropped their referees. Yeah, you're right about that, Brother Randy. But there was a time with Vince McMahon where you just wouldn't name them. Would not name them at all. Just call them official. Official. That's it. So that's that. But the one thing that I feel hasn't changed all that much is how you refer to the championships. Like, you still wouldn't call them belts. Like in the WWE, you'd never hear, I've noticed this, you will not hear any wrestler still call their championship a belt. And that used to be a Vince McMahon thing, according to reports, that he never liked calling it a belt. But even today, that still stands because you'll never hear people in segments and matches anywhere call their championships or titles belts. You'll never hear that. So that hasn't changed at all.
Get some PTSD listening to those chops. What did they feel like? It's hard to describe. Just know that you feel them for a few days, bud. Styles. The answer for the shot of his own. Couple big rights from AJ Styles. Finn Bálor's reeling.
And Styles. Bálor.
I guess for the people who have been watching this show on TV, wherever they're watching it, where it's not available on Netflix, it feels like this match itself has had 2 commercials. Of course, on Netflix, we don't get any commercials, which is great. But for the people who are watching it on TV, there have been 2 commercials so far, which is crazy for this match alone.
Ring IQ that AJ Styles possesses. The armbar
And when they do go to commercials on TV, you can kind of tell because the action just gets so slow and so dragged. So you can tell that it's not live, it's not on TV yet because, you know, it's so visible, the time wasting and stuff. AJ Styles right now getting his ass kicked by Finn Bálor right there in the ropes. And now was going to go for the clothesline. AJ with a nice reversal and sends him hard, face first into the mat, goes for the cover on Finn Bálor and a kick out. No surprise there.
AJ Styles. So dynamic. Was that this match? I thought I knew you. Dump you on your face. 1, 2. AJ's in control.
It's been a clinic by both these men here. Styles and Bálor on high above the ring. Over 11,000 looking on tonight in Louisville for Monday Night Raw. We're live on Netflix. And Styles hooking Bálor here. And there is a superplex from the top by Styles. Both men are down. The impact to the back of the neck of Bálor.
This has been an all-out war. Superplex being added to it is just so apropos. AJ Styles, Finn Bálor pulling out all the stops.
Carlito, McDonough looking on from the Judgment Day.
This is awesome.
They love their drone shots, right? You always get like random drone shots here and there, especially tonight. There have been a few. And now we got AJ Styles with a punch to the face, and now Finn Bálor returning the favor, punch to the gut right here. AJ Styles now with another one, and Finn Bálor are going back and forth, these two. Yep. They're going back and forth right here. And Finn Bálor showing off AJ Styles though with an elbow strike to Bálor, knocking him out cold. And Finn Bálor was going to go for a kick. AJ Styles stops him in the middle of it. Calf crusher right here locked in from AJ Styles. Bálor is nowhere to go right now.
Will Bálor tap out? Trying to drag himself to the bottom rope and force a break. Fingertips away now for Bálor. forces the break.
God, Finn Bálor needed it. Judgment Day knew that that was going to be it. AJ Styles so damn phenomenal. Catches the Pele kick into the calf crusher. Almost makes Finn Bálor tap out with Judgment Day looking on.
Now, look at how AJ goes right back to the now injured left leg of Bálor. Then go back to the middle of the ring. Drop Styles. Now Finn's back in control. Buys himself a little bit of time to regroup here.
Gives himself a little bit of space. Smart decision by Finn Bálor. He hobbled. Maybe on one wheel for the rest of the way.
Finn targeting Styles. Styles is ready. And he meets him on a clothesline.
Bro, man, is still here. I was thinking, has everybody fallen asleep? I get it if you have, though, but good to see you, my brother, my real guy right here. Bro, man, good to see you. He says, somebody in the crowd got one annoying yell. It's not me, though. It's not me. I'm here. Not there. You know, whenever I used to attend these shows live, brother, the next day when I'd show up at work, at school, anywhere, people would know, like my colleagues would know, did you go to a wrestling show yesterday? Were you at a wrestling show last night? Why? Because your voice is all gone. Yeah, I was at a wrestling show. Every time, like there hasn't been one time that I was live at a show and I'd go to work the next day with like my throat okay. My throat would always be gone. My voice would be all sore, rough the next day. I would not be able to speak. It's like that every single time. I agree, True. The crowd is just totally not into it. This match is actually nice. It picked up the pace. At first it was kind of slow, but then it definitely picked up. But the crowd is not into it. And you know what? Berman is right. That lady, I think you're talking about that lady, right? Yeah, she is totally fangirling over both these boys. That's true. She's definitely got an annoying yell. But at least she's into the match, unlike everybody else, right? And now AJ Styles back up on his feet. Looks like he's trying to finish this up. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. Yeah. Oh dear, elbow strike here to McDonough and Carlito on the other side. Oh, AJ Styles getting a bit too distracted. Come on. Okay, good stuff. Finn Bálor was trying to capitalize on that, but AJ Styles, maybe he's still distracted. He's got too many people to worry about. Looking for the phenomenal forearm, but Finn Bálor gets out of the way, and he gets AJ Styles up, and down he goes. Going for the cover. Now, there's no way that this match ends clean, right? There's no way. There's a better place for this match to end clean. That's not Raw, not tonight. Dominic's got to be here. He's got to be here. Oh, Penta! Hell yeah! Carlito goes down. I'm glad to see Penta back over here again and a big backbreaker to JD McDonough. Oh, it is good to see Penta. Oh. Wow. What a Mexican destroyer. Now we got AJ Styles. Is he going to win the match? No way. Dominic's got to be here. Dominic's got to be here. No way. Go for the cover on Finn Bálor. No way he wins. Wow. Wasn't expecting that, but AJ Styles picking up the victory over Finn Bálor. Wow. What does this kind of do to Finn Bálor's momentum, right? I mean, it's got to be crushed at this point. Finn Bálor barely wins. He barely wins, guys. Barely wins. It's crazy. You're right, Andy. There was a little bit of distraction right there for sure, but, I mean, AJ Styles still got the victory. He still got the victory. Distraction or not, he pinned him 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This has got to suck for Finn Bálor and all the momentum. I mean, come on. Finn Bálor, how do you take this guy seriously now as a wrestler? And all he does is loses his matches. He should leave the Judgment Day. The check clears, he doesn't care. Yeah. Speaking of check clearing, I thought one of the other guys who wouldn't care or doesn't care about himself is Karrion Kross. But this guy apparently is making a whole lot of money off his merchandise. Apparently, the top third most selling merchandise on WWEshop.com, and I don't get it. Like, what do the fans even want right now? Why are they buying Karrion Kross t-shirts? It makes no sense to me. It makes when John Cena has like 20,000 shirts on available on WWEshop.com, people are not buying those 20,000 shirts, but they're buying a Karrion Kross stupid shirt. Why? I don't get. Not even a Scarlett Bordeaux shirt. They're buying a Karrion Kross shirt. That's how stupid people are, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's cause of Scarlett Bordeaux, says Sandy. I mean, I guess. Let me see. What does his shirt even look like? I never even bothered to see what his shirt looks like because obviously, who would bother to check out a Karrion Kross t-shirt? But let me see. Karrion Kross. It's a stupid ass shirt. It doesn't even have Scarlett Bordeaux's photo on it, like the recent shirt. The shirt is as stupid as it gets. I would never wear that thing. In public or in private, I tell you that. I'd be embarrassed to buy a Karrion Kross shirt. That was a good match, though. I mean, that was one match I actually rewatched from Backlash. Yeah, I forgot. I watched that match again. It was a good match. Lyra brings the heat. She brings the... Man, how many times have you seen these guys tonight? This is the third time I'm seeing these guys. Come on. It's enough. Yeah. We've had our dose of El Grande stuff tonight. Come on. Lucha Libre sucks.
You got people like Penta running around here doing whatever they want every single night. It's getting ridiculous. But let's not let him ruin what has been a great night for American Made. I mean, let's hear it for my boys qualifying for a tag team championship.
Gable lost his match tonight. Let's not forget that.
And hold on, I need to give one last special personal shout out.
El Grande.
New favorite wrestler in the WWE, the up-and-comer, and the best luchador of all time, your new speed champion, El Grande Americano.
Oh, come on, Chad. Come on.
I love you, bud. And thank you.
It's so funny how Chad Gable loves himself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Clash in Paris and Monday Night Raw are coming to La Defense Arena in Paris, France on Sunday, August 31st and Monday, September 1st.
All right.
Combo tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
All right, guys, just 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Here we are, right back indeed, and now we've got the man, Becky Lynch, right here.
Largest city. This is Louisville.
I like how they cut off from Becky Lynch, like while she was making her entrance. Like, they totally cut off from that. Not even mad. I think it's cool, you know. I agree, Andy. Andy says Chad Gable is insulting Lucha Libre. And you know, it's funny because one moment he says, Lucha Libre sucks. And the next moment he says, oh, my favorite wrestler, by the way, is a luchador. Like, come on, that's double standards right there, Chad Gable. Make up your mind. Either Lucha Libre sucks or your greatest wrestler is a luchador. It's got to be one of the things. You can't say Lucha Libre sucks, but my favorite wrestler is a Lucha Libre guy. Come on, you can't do that, Chad Gable. You can't have both. It makes no sense. You're right, Andy. Totally right about that. Chad Gable's got to be a big part of Worlds Collide. Like, he's got to get the biggest ass beating ever at Worlds Collide. He's got to do it.
You don't believe me. No, you don't believe me. Well, one of us was taken to a hospital, and one of us went to their nice big bus, had a nice warm shower, drank a shot of tequila, and basked in their brilliance. Me. And because even after everything that Lyra has done to me, after she came out week after week and attacked my character, the person that I am, I still made her the best version of herself. I gave her the best match of her career. And in just 3 weeks of standing on the outskirts of my spotlight, she has never mattered more than she does right now in her entire life, and it is not even.
It's kind of true. It's kind of true, though. It's kind of true.
But when the bell rang after the match, I didn't hear defeat. No. What I heard was an alarm ringing in my ear, and I realized how much I had been manipulated, not just by Lyra, but by all of you.
She's pulling a John Cena, blaming the fans again.
Do you want to know why I walked away from this for almost a year? Because you asked me to. The last time that I won the World Championship, I felt it. I heard the reaction. I saw all your comments online, and so I stepped away. Because if I'm not here to win World Championships, then why am I here? But hey, no, look, I've always been.
That's a question Sami Zayn has never asked himself, ever.
Because hey, man, I have you to thank for my career, right? You guys, you carried me on your shoulders into the main event of WrestleMania.
It's true.
You saw yourselves in me.
It's true.
I was you were me. We were in this together.
Yeah, and Seth Rollins came in the way, though.
Something
Seth Rollins happened, Becky.
I won, and you couldn't see yourselves in me anymore because you can't recognize success.
Seth Rollins couldn't see any of us in you, Becky. That's the truth. That's not even PG. Okay, anyways. All right.
What you cannot understand.
Broman would be proud if he's listening right now. And he says, Becky certainly has been busy doing episodes for Star Trek TV series and some of the movie. Yeah, that's why she's been away. But she's trying to put it all on the fans. Come on, Becky, come on. You're right, Andy. You're totally right about that.
But it's weird. I like myself more. And I didn't understand what I was saying, but now I do because I wasn't captured by all of you. No, I didn't have to listen to you tell me who I am and what I'm about. I didn't have to listen to all of your lies. The same lies that I hear repeated from the one person that I had hoped for in this business. I didn't have to spin my wheels trying to prove myself that I wasn't what you say I am, but that all changes. Because from now on, whatever you say I am, I am. So I'm selfish.
Oh my goodness. She's turning into Eminem. Because I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam. Because I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, I gotta stop. But she's turning into Eminem right here.
The fire had gone out of Becky.
Yeah.
Well, they're finally gonna realize what it's like to be held down by the man.
Okay, man.
Well, one thing I'll say is apparently the fire.
I like that. I like that segment purely because of the Eminem reference. That was funny. But, yeah, Andy says, hey, Jerry, gonna be happy when SmackDown goes back. I will be happy, Andy. I will be happy. I think it's a great decision. Great decision. And 3 hours of SmackDown, I feel like it's not okay. Friday night, 3 hours, it's not okay. So 2 hours is good. Eminem is a great rapper, Andy. Yeah, definitely. And here we are now, Rusev. I think we're not going to get a match. We're only going to get a video package. That's about it.
I don't want to do any of this. All I want is just go home and be rich.
Go home. Isn't that what everybody wants to do?
And I can't leave my brothers until we all wake up. Do you think these people care that you're missing your family? Do you think these people care that each night your choices to hurt or be hurt? Last week, Tozawa stepped up to me, and the crowd cheered him on.
Tozawa is so funny. All right.
And yet, you still seek their approval. That is because you let the sheep control the wolves. Get up off your knees, man! Don't you see that their cheers is like a stone to a blade? But I can see right through them. That's why they keep mocking me by chanting my name. But I will reclaim my own day once my job here is done. But until that day, remember this, my brothers. He will hurt me to hurt you. But
What?
I would rather you fall at my hand than fall out.
Okay.
in the abyss.
Oh dear, this guy's turned into a cult leader or something. Ah, alright, that was weird as hell. Rusev is turning into Karrion Kross.
I respect the hell out of you, okay? That's brave, but I just can't give you a match with Rusev. You're not medically clear. He's not clear, guys. He can totally. You're not clear.
I will be soon.
I know you will be, and when you are, we will revisit this conversation. I give you my word. Okay?
Tozawa! How are you doing, fella? Fair play to you, man, for never backing down. And I know when you are cleared, you're gonna give the herring and hand it all hell, yeah? Respect, man.
Tozawa's got the girls, and now he's even got the fella. Look at that. The guy's a champion.
You know, fella, I needed that, man. I was just dying to get back to work. Yeah, I'll be honest, I needed to shake off that ring rust. What rust? Well, you know, it's all in the head, fella, but I'll be honest, I want to keep that momentum going, so how about it, right? Think about this, yeah? Next week, Celtic Warrior versus the bouncing wallaby waster, Grayson Waller. You know what? Consider that official, because that sounds like a banger.
I thought that match was already official. Didn't
That's great.
didn't Austin Theory already announce that match that he was gonna fight Grayson Waller?
Actually carries that shillelagh everywhere.
Absolutely. Bangers only with Sheamus, and next week, Grayson Waller's gonna have to get into it.
I'm confused. Wasn't that match already official? Like Austin Theory already announced it like an hour ago. Okay.
Lineup this coming Friday on SmackDown.
Still confused about it.
Begin for Money in the Bank, and they continue right here next Monday night on Raw. Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. What do I say?
Championship opportunity sometime down the road. Also next week, because of what transpired just a little bit earlier on, AJ Styles teams with Penta. What a team that's going to be.
It's cool we're getting this tag team match, but that's not the tag team I was hoping we'd get. I want AJ Styles and Finn Bálor together, I'll tell you that right now. And we got Grayson and AJ Styles next week. This is going to be a cool match. I want Grayson Waller at the top. I want this guy to be at the top. This guy is great. I hope he gets his opportunity. And now also we got... Oh, next week's Monday Night Raw is going to be popping. We also got Jey Uso and Braun Breaker. Okay. So next week's Raw lineup looks pretty damn impressive. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Cool. Cool, badass dog. Is it time for the main event or no way? So I guess tonight's Raw is going to be one of the shorter Raws, right? It's going to be about 2 hours, 30 minutes max. Okay. And your favorite Giulia is here. And she looks good.
Pat, I cannot wait for this. The Monday Night Raw in-ring debut of Beautiful Madness. The former NXT
All eyes on Giulia right now tonight because obviously this is the main event of Raw and people are watching. And this is her official debut. So this is a big night for Giulia here. And we got Andy saying, yeah, Giulia, the beautiful madness. This is going to be a good match for sure. She's great. She's great. Giulia's great. How do you not like Giulia, right? It's hard not to. With that being said, main event is upon us. We are going to be getting IYO SKY and Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez and Giulia in the main event. This is going to be good.
The former NXT Women's Champion. Calm, confident, natural charisma.
Well, the NXT girls have come in here and really made a name for themselves very quickly. Their reporter was saying earlier, we don't give a damn about IYO SKY, Rhea Ripley, or anybody in the women's locker room here at Raw. They feel like not only are they the future, but they're the right now.
And many people, Pat, have believed that the women's division in NXT may be the best in the world right now, and you can check it out as it streams globally right here.
Bro, man, welcome. You missed the whole Becky Lynch segment, bro, man. That was actually a good segment. And I made a joke just for you, but you missed it. It was a great joke as well. I think the greatest joke I've ever made. The most non-PG joke I've ever made. And I was hoping Broman would laugh, but he wasn't even there. I'm just kidding. Good to see you. AJ, are you feeling sleepy? I don't know, actually. It's been a good draw. It's been a decent draw. Tonight has been good. I've enjoyed it. It's not been a banger. It's not been like, holy crap, what a Raw. But it's been a nice Raw, you know, like good old sweet Raw. All four ladies are incredibly beautiful women, says Andy. Amen to that. Damn, what was the joke? I was cooking. You were cooking while I was cooking. I mean, you were literally cooking, but I was figuratively cooking. But yeah, you've missed the joke. Now I can't repeat it because right after I said it, I felt super guilty about it. So I'm never going to repeat that joke. Yeah, it was a funny joke, though. Giulia is the first Raw match. Yes, Logan. This is her debut match in the main event of Raw, so it's got to be good. It's got to be good. And now we got Roxanne Perez coming out. Hell yeah. By the way, looking at Roxanne, I just remembered there was a comment from Andy that I read earlier, but I was talking about something else, so I had it in the back of my head, couldn't reply to it, but now I looked at Roxanne coming out, and she reminded me of Saraya of Paige a little bit. I don't know if it's the studded jacket or the outfit that she's wearing or the black hair, but she reminded me of Saraya for a little bit, Paige. And the comment was from Andy earlier, and Andy had asked me if I was going to buy the new Saraya book. And I hope so. You know, I hope it's available here. I looked it up last time, but it wasn't at that time. Let me see if it's available today. Let's see if things have changed. Saraya book. Let's see. Saraya, no, it's not. Not yet. I'm looking it up on Amazon right now. I don't see it. Let me see the exact name of it. Helen Boots.
Sam Roberts and Megan Morant, as they have Raw Recap brought to you by Fanatics, available every Tuesday on WWE's YouTube and all audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. This week's guest, the spectacular Penta. Speaking of spectacular, to the great women in the...
Should I get the Becky Lynch book, guys? Should I get the Becky Lynch book? I think no, because like, why would anybody get a Becky Lynch book? But I guess I'll think. I think I need some books right here behind me, you know. All right, we got. I heard it's gonna be out. It's on. It's not on. No, I see it now on Amazon. The Saraya book, but it will be imported from the U.S. And with that, it obviously gets a lot more expensive here. But I'll see. I'll see. Thanks for reminding me, brother Andy. I probably should get some books. We'll see. By the way, do you guys think I need some Prime bottles somewhere? I don't think so, right? We don't need Prime bottle. We don't need Prime here, right? Yeah, we're not gonna get Prime. Or maybe I should get Prime. Let me know if you have any ideas or any thoughts or suggestions. Should I get Prime bottles lined up here or somewhere in the back? Let me know. Get a Lita book would be nice. No Prime. Okay, Andy, I'll do exactly as you said. No Prime bottles. We got no time for Prime. I like that. Thank you for letting me know. We're not gonna. Oh my goodness, my brother Nigel, by the way, is in the house. Great seeing you. If I was there, I would give you a hug. It's so good to see you, Nigel. Welcome. It's been a nice Raw. You know, it's been a nice Raw. Not incredibly hot, but it's been nice. Good to see you, Nigel. Welcome, welcome. Just made the night better. By the way, Berman, what are you cooking with? I totally forgot to ask you. What are you cooking, brother? Let us know. Tempt us a little bit. And here we are now. Rhea Ripley coming out, and she gets a big pop. You can tell that the fans, they love Rhea. This is the biggest pop of the night. And even Rhea can't hold her smile back. What a badass. Wow. It almost feels like we're in Australia. That's how big of a pop she's getting tonight. That's crazy. Wow. You're right about that, Andy. You know, Backlash, I had to go wash my face 3 times. Tonight, we cool.
Last week, Rhea was in Australia doing a promotional tour in her homeland for the big events coming up in Perth in October.
She's a star, man. Well, she's a star. Look at the big ass pop she got tonight. It's great. Nigel, thank you, my brother. Really appreciate that. So, Andy, you like this, Andy, Nigel, everybody watching this right now, actually. I should ask this to everybody. You like this camera angle, yeah? You like the lights and everything? So should we keep this format going forward for the next week and the other shows as well? Let me know. If you say yes, we're going to keep it. So let me know, what do you think? Should we keep it? Thanks. Keep it. All right. Thank you, Andy. Really appreciate that. Thank you. You know, we do this. We run this channel together. I wouldn't be able to do this without your advice, your feedback, your suggestions. Anytime I'm in a doubt, I'm not sure if what I'm doing is right or not, I always ask you guys, right? So thank you. Really appreciate you, Andy. Thank you. All right. With that being said, the match is underway. Giulia's debut match right here. Monday Night Raw. Now we are here with Roxanne. Oh, she was trying to leave early. Roxanne was trying to roll out of the ring right there. Trying to get away from IYO SKY, but IYO SKY's trying to stop her. Oh, she gets her down. And now we got a few punches straight to Roxanne. Roxanne rolling her over. We got a few punches landing on IYO SKY. IYO SKY returning the favor. And it's a cat fight right now, kicking off this match, basically. And IYO SKY trying to get Roxanne up. Oh, and she goes down hard. Back first into the mat. And IYO SKY going for the cover. And she kicks out. Headlock locked in on Roxanne, as we see right now. Rhea Ripley watching on closely from the apron. Roxanne trying to Irish whip to IYO, but IYO stops her. Oh my goodness. Nice slap to the face right here from Roxanne to IYO. IYO once again returning the favor. Elbow strike to Giulia, who was just on the apron, by the way, minding her business. Damn. Tag made to Giulia. I'm looking at Giulia right now. She's already a star. But I'm trying to imagine Giulia, what she's going to be like in like 4, maybe 2, 3 years. Is she got to be just as big of a star as Rhea Ripley is right now? Because when Rhea Ripley first showed up, you know, obviously she's come a long way. So I'm just trying to think how big of an evolution is it going to be for somebody like Giulia, who already is such a big star. But in a couple years, you can't even imagine, right? Hopefully it's going to be great for her. IYO finally got a 10. Did she? Okay. All right. Oh, it's good to see her. I guess that's what's working tonight. Roxanne has quickly become one of my favorite. Oh, Roxanne is great. You know, one of the other ladies, Cora Jade, was my favorite too. But what do I say? Cora Jade has been fired. There's got to be something political backstage, or maybe it was just her not being a great sport or something. There's got to be something that made them release her, because she had the talent, she had the looks, she had all that stuff checked. But, not everybody's easy to work with. And if you're not easy to work with, you don't want to have them. Again, I don't know if that was the issue. Don't want to start really any, buzz about that. But it's my viewpoint. It's just what I feel. That there's got to be something behind the scenes that made them release her. By the way, Rhea and Roxanne looking so good in the same frame. It's almost like looking at Rhea Ripley and Rhea Ripley Mini without the tattoos and stuff, right? And a drop kick here, sending Rhea Ripley straight back first into the ring post. And now we got IYO SKY flying down on Roxanne, taking her out. And Giulia, one step ahead, takes out IYO SKY. What a great little exchange right there. We got Andy saying ages Stephanie Vaquer will be heading to the main roster, after she loses her belt to Jordynne Grace. I'll welcome her with open arms, brother. I'll welcome her with open arms. Stephanie has very quickly become very mainstream. She's got a lot of fans. Just in a couple appearances that she made for Raw, she has actually got a lot of fans. And definitely, I'm pretty sure that people are going to love her on the main roster. It's going to be great. And I think Raw is where she needs to be. SmackDown is cool, but I think she needs to be on Raw. She'll fit in here better. And here we are now, Giulia. Look at the series of elbow strikes and the punches right there from Giulia to IYO. And IYO right there. Another punch straight to the chest. IYO SKY goes down hard.
Giulia and Roxanne Perez will be world champions on this level at one point in their career. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
And Roxanne now.
Well, they knew they were going to be in for a fight.
Yeah, no, she's been great. The one thing about Stephanie is the mystique. There's a certain, I feel, layer of mystery when it comes to Stephanie Vaquer. The horns obviously add to the thing as well, but then she's got that smile, that cunning smile, and she usually stays silent. I like that about her. She doesn't speak a lot. She doesn't shout a lot. Doesn't scream a lot. She's cool. She's calm, collected, and dangerous. I like that about Stephanie a lot. She's got a great personality. And she's got the looks as well. So here we are now. We got Roxanne. Beautiful. Taking out Sky right there. Sky going for the cover on Sky, but she kicks out. Really at a 2 right there. Kick to IYO SKY once again. And another time. Roxanne right now. Looking good. Oh dear. Big ass punch right to the back of IYO SKY. IYO SKY though, refusing to stay down. Trying to get back up over here, but Roxanne Perez still dominating her. IYO SKY trying her best to get back up to her feet, and she does. And elbow strike to Roxanne once, twice. And she's got to go for another one, it seems. She gets her down. Finally frees herself up from IYO SKY, trying to crawl over to Rhea Ripley. How great will a one-on-one clash be between Roxanne and Rhea Ripley? But I don't think we're going to get it right now. But IYO SKY sending Giulia outside. Great tag made to Rhea Ripley. And now we got Rhea and Rhea Mini right here. Roxanne going at it. Rhea Ripley with an Irish whip. Maybe not. Kick to the gut. And now we are German freaking suplex. That was a beautiful suplex too. What a star she is. She's great. Rhea Ripley looking to take out her own mini self right here. Wow. Holy crap. Is that it? Wow. Kick out right there from Perez. What a great little exchange here. You cannot deny the fact that these two look so alike tonight. Right? Black hair, black outfit, stockings, everything, the boots. They look so alike. It's great. I know, she looks like Minnie Ripley. I'm not even kidding right now. And now Minnie Ripley up on Rhea Ripley's shoulders, and she goes face first into the top turnbuckle. Those turnbuckles hurt, by the way, guys. I was reading about those turnbuckles a couple days ago, and the people who have trained in wrestling, who are wrestlers, who used to be wrestlers, they've all agreed on this, that those turnbuckles, even with those pads, they hurt pretty bad. And now, oh my goodness, Rhea Ripley is looking to end her career already, but Roxanne won't let that happen yet. We got a punch to the back of Rhea Ripley and a punch to the side of the head of Rhea Ripley. Roxanne Perez is looking to take her further down for the dive right there. Hurricane Runner for the top turnbuckle. Rhea Ripley goes down. Roxanne goes for the cover, but Rhea with a kick out. Wow. Look at that. And we got a headbutt here from Giulia to Rhea. And Giulia once again. Nice. Tag made to Roxanne again. Moonsault from the second rope to Rhea Ripley. By the way, IYO SKY is out. Like, ever since Giulia tossed her out of the ring, she hasn't gotten up, so I hope she's okay. But she's been down for way too long. Way too long indeed. Nice uppercut right there from Rhea Ripley. And once again, Rhea Ripley now. Oh my goodness. Sends Roxanne face first into the mat. It's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. And IYO is finally back up on the apron. We got our little one-on-one clash between Rhea and Mini Rhea. I guess now it's time for Giulia and IYO to tear the house apart. And now we got a tag made on both the sides. It's IYO and Giulia, both fired up. It's a hot tag made on both the ends, but IYO SKY with the upper hand, I guess, with that uppercut. Now Giulia sending IYO SKY with the Irish whip to the corner, but IYO SKY one step ahead, gets on the apron, grabs the leg of Giulia with a punch to the head, and now IYO going for a high-risk maneuver. I don't think this is really going to pay off, and down she goes. Nice drop kick. It does pay off. So far, it has paid off, and IYO SKY is going to that level right now. Look at that. IYO SKY is feeling it. I think we could be getting a little double team move here from... There you go, we got it right now. Maybe not. Tornado DDT from Roxanne out of nowhere. Basement drop kick here from IYO SKY. And Giulia rolling her up for the cover. You know, Giulia must win tonight. This is her debut match. And what a big victory would it be? What a big momentum gain would it be for Giulia to win her debut match? Which happens to be the main event of Raw. It's a big deal. She should win this match. Now stomp to the chest. Come on. No way. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Roxanne. Thanks for that.
Roxanne Perez now. Not the legal competitor, but certainly enough to...
Look at the side Russian leg sweep again, and Sky this time able to counter.
IYO SKY.
Now a double team. Rhea using IYO as a battering ram.
And IYO's heels through.
Spinning kick straight to the gut. Oh dear, Rhea Ripley. Nice drop kick once again from IYO SKY to Roxanne. She goes down. And Rhea Ripley now.
We're a team, let's do this together, says IYO and Rhea.
Rhea to the apron. IYO SKY now, and then Ripley taken out by Giulia.
We're about to see something special from Rhea and IYO.
He'll try to knock Perez away. He did successfully. Giulia, though, Giulia looking to put IYO SKY away.
Out of Julie.
Cover, hook to the leg. Roxanne Perez.
Rhea Ripley. IYO SKY.
Perez up from underneath the bottom rope, and now Roxanne with that missile drop kick to Rhea. And Rhea with a kick down to Perez.
These four women are beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah, tremendous tag team match tonight. Giulia with a knee to Ripley.
It's every woman in the ring right now. They're all going after each other. Roxanne was going to go for the clothesline on IYO SKY. It appeared, but IYO SKY
Maybe IYO SKY now off that.
crazy ass back breaker to Giulia. Giulia's down. I don't know if she's getting a backup from that anytime soon. IYO's feeling it. She's feeling it. Roxanne. Yeah, there's no way Giulia's going to get pinned, though. Giulia gets IYO SKY now on the apron. IYO SKY with an elbow strike to Giulia. Going for a high-risk maneuver. This time it probably will not pay off. But tag being made to Rhea Ripley. Giulia doesn't see it yet. She dodges IYO, but Rhea Ripley, who's the legal competitor right now, sends Giulia over to the corner. Roxanne flying down on Giulia. Her own partner, Rhea Ripley, waits for IYO SKY to take out Roxanne, and now Rhea Ripley just looking to pick up the pieces. Come on. Crazy-ass headbutt from Rhea. There's no way. Is Giulia losing her debut match? No. Wow. Well, okay, I mean, credit where it's due. That was a pretty good match, but I was hoping that Giulia would win her debut match, but okay. This was a good match. Good main event. I loved the chemistry, especially between Rhea and Roxanne and IYO and Giulia. That was special. And there's got to be a lot of matches between, these four, one way or the other in the future. Good match. I was hoping for a different outcome, but still, a great match.
Tag team wrestling display. And in the end, Rhea and IYO SKY outsmart Giulia and Roxanne. Headbutt into the erratic.
So how did you guys like it? Andy, are you happy with the outcome of this match? We got Andy saying, it was dumb booking having them lose to Rhea Ripley. I was hoping that, that wouldn't happen, but okay. Let's see.
Rhea and IYO make a great team here tonight.
Pretty good match. Pretty good match.
No mistake about it, Pat.
It was a decent show overall, not the most craziest, right? It wasn't popping, but it was a decent show. All right, with that being said, the show is officially off the air. I'd like to thank everybody once again for being here. As always, a total pleasure. We got True here saying they can take the loss. It wouldn't hurt them. Yeah, it's just their first match, and credit where it's due. They lost to Rhea Ripley and IYO SKY, literally the biggest stars right now in the main roster. They got the gold as well, right? Of course, IYO SKY the champion, so no shame in losing to them. A great show, great match, and also, let's not forget, the debut of Giulia was in the main event of Monday Night Raw. That's a pretty big feat itself. Not a random match on Raw, but the main event of Raw. That's a pretty big, remarkable feat that nobody's going to take away from her. So that was fantastic. Thank you. And we got Andy saying it made no sense for them to lose. That's okay, brother. It's still going to be okay. Good Raw. I would give this show actually a 3.5 out of 5. Out of 5, I would give it a 3.5. I thought it was a pretty good Raw. And I really appreciated all of you for being here, and had a lot of pleasure and had fun talking to all of you while watching the show. I really appreciate your feedback on this new camera angle and this setup as well. So since you guys like it, I was hoping you'd like it. I wasn't too sure when we started off. We had some technical glitches, as you know, but I'm glad that we were able to work those out. And since you guys have liked this stream setup, I think we're going to keep it and hopefully make it even better the next time we're live. But thank you so much. So we're gonna keep this this kind of camera angle, this kind of setup, the lights and stuff for now, and make some more improvements on the way now in the future. But thank you once again, everybody, for being here. I like the respect between Rhea and IYO. Me too. And I really liked the Rhea Ripley and Rhea Ripley mini in that ring together. I mean, Roxanne Perez. I don't know if it was on purpose that they matched their outfits and stuff, but you know what? She really looked like the mini version of Rhea Ripley to me. It was funny. But I liked that chemistry. I also loved the chemistry, the little bit that we got to see between IYO and Giulia. And I cannot wait to see them actually, facing off in the ring in the future. It would be great. Would be great. And we got Andy here saying this Raw was better than Backlash. I totally agree with that. Totally. If John Cena is wrestling, it doesn't mean that the show has got to be good. Because just because John Cena is there, just because you're giving us a nostalgic Cena versus Orton match, it doesn't make the show great. Tonight was a good show. I totally agree with that. And we got Andy saying good night, guys, good night, Andy. Nigel, True says since they have the WCW channel, maybe some Nitro watch-alongs. That's a good idea, True. Actually, that's a good idea. I think it would be even better because of YouTube and its limitations, and you can broadcast some stuff, you can't broadcast the other. They are funny with that. But with Twitch, they are a little more open, so you can share your screen and stuff as well when you're watching a show. So we'll see, and if in the future we can actually share the screen of the WCW matches and watch it like that, I think that'd be even more interesting. So I'll think about it, True, and let's see if we do it on Twitch, if we do it on YouTube. We'll see, but I think it's a great idea to do some WCW watch-alongs. I'll look into that. Thank you once again, True. Thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate it. Just like I said, we run this channel together, so without you guys, it's nothing. So thank you. Thanks, True. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a great night. Sleep well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we'll gotta be live tomorrow as well, so I'll see you tomorrow for NXT. Much love, everybody. Take care. Have a good night. Sleep well. Much love. Thanks for being here again. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love.